Hi, this is Darren with Ready5G. I'm just going to go over installation instructions on setting up a Peplink BR1 Pro 5G router. Okay, so we will get the router out of the box here, and it'll be in the top section. Then we're going to remove this section, and underneath we will have the cellular antennas. Now, this router comes with 4 cellular antennas. We're going to want to connect those to cellular A, B, C, and D. This router, without getting too techy, is about as good of a router as is available in the marketplace right now. Why? It picks up all of the LTE cellular bands across all the cellular providers throughout the United States. And I believe it's also in Canada as well. So we'll screw these on here. Now we use these because in some instances we are unable to pick up a 5G cellular connection. 5G has been around for a few years, but it's still only available in about half of the locations throughout the US, especially in the rural towns. So we use this router so that we can pick up the mid-band 5G signal, which will give you the best performance for an internet connection. If 5G is not available, then we're able to connect to any LTE cellular band. This router also does bandwidth aggregation, so we can connect multiple cellular bands all together and do aggregation, which will improve performance as well. So now with the cellular antennas in, we'll go ahead and attach the Wi-Fi antennas. In most instances, we have pre-configured the Wi-Fi settings, and the Ready5G team will email your IT department or the project manager with those Wi-Fi instructions. Okay, so with the antennas on, now we're ready to insert a SIM card. Now, in most instances, this router will already have a SIM card inserted into the SIM port here. Now, what I failed to mention is when you receive this from the manufacturer, there will be a black cover over this SIM card slot area. You'll take a small screwdriver and unscrew that so that you can get access to the SIM area. What we'll do is take the cutout here. We're going to want the smallest part of this SIM, which is a nano, just like your smartphone. And then you'll insert it in slot A on the top here. You'll want the metal facing down with the cutout on the left side. You'll push that in, and then you'll hear a clicking sound, and then it'll stay. In some instances, we have put 2 SIM cards in this router. One is a primary, one is a failover. If we encounter any issues with the primary, then we can remote into the router and turn on the SIM card number 2, just so that you're not having to wait for us to send out additional SIM cards. With that done, now we're ready to plug it in. Just insert the power source right there. I also recommend using a surge protector versus just plugging it straight into an outlet. This is a mini computer, so if there is a power surge, it could potentially fry some of the components in the chip in here. Plug this in. Okay. As soon as that's plugged in, this will light up with a red light under the status. What it's doing now is that it's registering on the network and it's connecting to the nearest cell tower. This process can take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. During this process, the Wi-Fi and cellular lights will start in green, and then they'll start flashing green. And then when it's connected to the network, it will be solid green across the board. If it's solid green on the cellular side, you're good to go. It's connected, and you can plug your Ethernet port into one of the LAN ports. If you have an existing Wi-Fi router or a switch, you'll just plug it into the LAN port and you'll be good to go. Or just simply connect to the Wi-Fi, which we have assigned. We typically assign a Wi-Fi address to all routers in the company, and then we'll send the IT department or the project manager the Wi-Fi information. But if the Wi-Fi has not yet been established, contact someone at Ready5G and we'll get that set up for you. Now we have an additional port here, which is a GPS port. Peplink includes a GPS adapter that you can plug into this port. This will locate the device if you have multiple routers out and you've deployed them in multiple areas and you're trying to track them down. This might be a good idea to connect your GPS to that port there. So we're still waiting for this to connect. We have 2 solid green lights at this point, so we're just waiting for that 3rd cellular to connect. Okay, so this router is now connected. We can tell because the cellular light here is solid green. So this is ready to roll. What I recommend is if this is in a construction trailer or a small office, we recommend that you actually mount these on the wall near a window, so it's picking up the best signal. There are 4 holes here, so you can simply just screw these in right to the side of a wall near a power source, of course. But yeah, it'll perform better. Sometimes, if these are in telecom closets in the middle of a building, in a parking structure or a building with a lot of concrete, we will struggle getting a signal to this and it will affect performance. There's a company that we utilize that we can add a cellular booster to these. If it is in a area where there's poor signal, we can detach these antennas and insert an omnidirectional booster that will really improve signal. It literally just kind of sucks the signal into the router. And we can, get up to about, 75 feet of cable if needed to be able to accommodate that. So if you are suffering from poor signal, contact the Ready5G team. We'll either use a different cellular provider or we'll recommend that cell booster. Anyway, you should be good to go. We have provisioned these routers with Wi-Fi over our cloud management tool, so we'll provide the Wi-Fi information to your IT department or to the project manager individually. But yes, we recommend this hardware. It's the best in the business right now. As I mentioned, it picks up all the mid-band 5G cellular bands across all the nationwide cellular providers. So it will be a very robust and high quality router for your business. Thank you.